According to the National Electrical Code, NEC Section 250.134a, where an equipment grounding conductor is not installed within a raceway, the raceway itself may be used as the equipment grounding conductor. Intermediate metal conduit (IMC) and rigid galvanized steel (RGS) conduits are listed as acceptable raceways for use as equipment grounding conductors in Table 250.118. If the existing conduit runs from the outside disconnect switch to the panel board, as long as the following conditions are met, the conduit can be used as the equipment grounding conductor. Firstly, the conduit is continuous and unbroken. Secondly, the conduit is securely connected to the panel board enclosure and the outside disconnect switch enclosure. Thirdly, the outside disconnect switch and panel board enclosure are properly grounded. It's important to ensure that the conduit is properly bonded to the panel board enclosure and the outside disconnect switch enclosure. This can be done using grounding bushings, grounding clamps, or other approved methods. If the conduit is not continuous, for example, there is a junction box, a separate equipment grounding conductor must be installed within the conduit. As an alternative approach, if the existing conduit cannot be used as the equipment grounding conductor, consider installing a new conduit with a separate equipment grounding conductor from the outside disconnect switch to the panel board. Connect the equipment grounding conductor to the panel board enclosure and the outside disconnect switch enclosure. Based on the information, it is permissible to use the existing conduit as the equipment grounding conductor for the panel board. However, it's important to ensure that the conduit meets the conditions outlined in 250.134a. If the conduit does not meet these conditions, a separate equipment grounding conductor must be installed.